Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. And today we're going to take a look at a really cool Spark 143 scale McLaren 720S GT3 that of Compass Racing that competed at Belle Isle in 2019. Now this car comes packaged in your standard Spark model box that you typically see. However, it has a unique USA themed flair to it because this car competed basically at Belle Isle in the IMSA WeatherTech series in 2019. And of course, the IMSA WeatherTech series, their races only take place here in the US. Both the front of the box and the rear are open-ended, so you can look at both aspects of the car. And the back of the box features the US theme with a waving flag. Very cool. Folks, I've got to tell you, this car is just rendered beautifully in 143 scale by Spark. And I'll tell you, if you haven't noticed, if you've taken a look at the reviews that I've done of cars over the past 3 or 4 months, they've all been Spark or TSM, and in a couple cases HPI. But pretty much all I'm buying is Spark. And I have about 30 new Spark models I haven't even reviewed in the queue left because they just do such good, phenomenal work. And folks, this one's no exception. Really sharp, very nicely done on this black wooden base, this red, black, and silver themed livery, which I really, really like. Now, folks, a little bit about Compass Racing. They were formerly known as Compass 360 and had great success in the 2000s. They won championships for Acura in the early 2000s and also World Pro Rally Championships in the later 2000s. But in 2019, they were the first team to field a McLaren 720S GT3 in the IMSA WeatherTech series, and you are looking at it right here. Yes, this was their GT3 entry in the GT class, number 76 car in the IMSA WeatherTech series. Now look at the front of the car, and usually you see the American flag on the base. And folks, if you take a really close look at the detail of the grille, I mean, that just says it all. And this is one reason I just really like Spark. If you like cars that look real, like the car just jumps out at you, Spark is it. They just do phenomenal work. Being a big fan of the IMSA WeatherTech series, it is what I watch living here in the United States, obviously. It's always exciting when I get a car that participates in that I really like. And this McLaren is gorgeous. The headlight detail is phenomenal. I love how the silver you see that starts at the nose, and we're going to see how it wraps all the way around to the black, really complements, the red and the black base colors of the car. Now notice that this is an IMSA WeatherTech GT3 series car, so it features green number panels, green mirrors, green end caps on the windshield, and green end caps on the rear wing. Now folks, it's kind of hard to see, with the interior of these cars, particularly with the tinted windows. But trust me when I tell you that the details of this thing are absolutely freaking amazing. You've got nets, you've got control panels, you can actually see the steering wheel through the window on the driver's side. And you can see some of the instrument panel. It's really quite amazing, the attention to detail they put in things that you can't really even see that much. And no matter how you look at this car, it looks great. The black wheels with the Michelin tires, just really sharply done. And looking at the passenger side of the car, you see the drivers, Paul Holton of the USA, who's a McLaren Works driver, and Matt Plum, also of the United States, who's currently competing in the IMSA WeatherTech series, in the Michelin Pilot series for Team TGM in an Aston Martin Vantage GT4. Now, folks, this is also a limited edition car, and I believe this is 186 out of 300. The 6, the script is kind of hard to read. But anyhow, it's really cool that you've got a car that they only made 300 of, and I just think that's special. Detail back here is phenomenal. Look at all the carbon trim that just stands out. Look at the diffuser. Look at the rear wing. I think the tail lights are exceptional. The tow hook you can clearly see. And the McLaren logo you see right there in between the tailpipes. Really, really neat. You also have a little bit, I guess, of engine detail in the rear window there. As I'm going to flip this thing around, you can take a look at how the livery just extends from the front of the car all the way to the back with the silver like you see right there. I think really, really sharp, guys. Really neat. A really cool car. And as we spin it around here, take you to the driver's side, pull back, give you a nice view of that. You also see a few aerials on there. But folks, really well done car. Nicely detailed. Hope you've enjoyed this video. See you next time.